What up? It's your boy Wall Street, and I'm back to talk some hoops, as I do from time to time. And today I want to talk about an NBA draft prospect that is just rising up draft boards. This dude has probably risen up the draft boards more than anyone else that I've talked about on this channel, and maybe just flat out more than anyone for the 2025 NBA draft. He's extremely talented, and I'm excited to see what he does in the league. The guy I'm talking about recently just completed his freshman season at the University of Oklahoma, Mr. Jeremiah Fears, and people fear this dude on the court because of how shifty and quick he is. He's got an insane ball handle, and he plays a lot like D'Angelo Russell, honestly. He's very shifty. He's got a lot of moves, and he's a bigger guard. He's 6'4", 180 pounds. He grew up in Illinois, I believe, and they transferred to Arizona Compass Prep, which is in Chandler, Arizona. Shout out Arizona. He transferred there, I think, his junior year of high school. And he was a decently, high recruit. He was like a 4-star recruit. For most sites, his ESPN grade was 88. I think his ESPN overall recruiting rank was 40, the 40th overall recruit. So he committed to Oklahoma back in July of 2024. And I don't think he's declared yet, but he's definitely going into the draft. I mean, this dude, I think when the season started, because I follow the draft board all season long. When the season started, he was I don't even know if he was projected to go in the first round. And now I'm seeing him going anywhere from 11th to 5th. It's insane how much his stock has risen, just from the start of the college season to the end of it. And they didn't really go far in the tournament. I mean, they got knocked out by UConn, I think, in the first round. So it's pretty insane how much he's just, I guess people just weren't really paying attention to how much talent this dude really has. I will say he needs to get better at shooting the three. Only shot 28% this season at Oklahoma. Played 34 games, started 31 of them, 30.2 minutes per game, 43% from the field, 85% from the line, so he definitely has a good stroke. 4.1 rebounds per game, 4.1 assists, 1.6 steals, and 17.1 points per game. So this dude can flat out score. He can flat out get to the rim, easy buckets around the cup, all that stuff. He just needs to become a better shooter. He's got a decent mid-range shot. He just doesn't really have the range to shoot the three yet, and honestly, I don't think he's going to have the range to shoot the NBA three off rip, but we'll see what happens. But so I've seen a lot of people saying that they think this would be a good pick for Brooklyn to make. Brooklyn right now is projected to pick 6th in the draft. The Raptors projected to pick 7th. I've also seen his name associated there. I've also seen his name associated a lot with the Miami Heat, but I don't know if he's gonna fall down that far to get to the Heat, especially if the Heat make the playoffs. Right now they're projected to pick 11th, but that's if they miss the playoffs. So I don't know what's gonna happen, because I would imagine the Heat might make it into the playoffs. I don't know. Who knows, right? The regular season just ended today, so there's gonna be a lot of stuff coming out. In terms of once the play-in's done, where certain teams are gonna pick, you're gonna have a better idea of where dudes are gonna get drafted. But yeah, man, I swear, when I started researching and looking into the draft boards back at the start of the season, I don't even think Jeremiah Fears was in the first round. I think he was an early second round pick, in the high 30s, right? And then I saw him creep into the first round. He was 15 to 20 range, and then last time I checked, he was projected to go 9th or 10th, and now he's at anywhere from 6, 7, 8, even 5 I've seen him at. So this dude's going to have a lot of teams looking at him. He's probably going to work out for a ton of teams. He actually has an older brother, Jeremy Fears, who plays for Michigan State. it's just, it's funny how like you'll have one dude who plays really well, and then you find out that he's related to like 3 other people that also play basketball. It's funny how being a basketball player translates very well in terms of like the family dynamic. Like if there's one dude in your family that's good at basketball, there's a high likelihood that everyone else in your family is probably better at basketball, at least better than the average person at basketball. So thought that was interesting. But again, his game, in my opinion, resembles that of like D'Angelo Russell's. I think he could help a team like Brooklyn. I think he could help a team like Miami. I think he could help a team like Dallas, frankly. But I do think the best fit would be Brooklyn or Toronto. Like right now, on Tankathon, one of my favorite websites, they have him going 8th overall to the Spurs. I don't think he should go to the Spurs, frankly. I mean, Chris Paul's there, and Chris Paul's like about to turn 40 years old, so I don't know if he's really going to be there that long. And then maybe you have a backcourt of Stephon Castle and Jeremiah Fears. That sounds like it could be a good mix, right? But I don't know if I would want him to be in San Antonio. Personally, I mean, I don't know. I think the best place for this dude would be, honestly, one of the teams where he can make an impact right away. So maybe like New Orleans, Brooklyn for sure. I think Miami would be a good fit for him too. So I'm not really sure where this dude's going to land, but I just think it's incredible how much he's shot up the draft boards in the last couple of months, right? Like, I don't think I've seen anyone else shoot this far up the draft boards. We've seen a lot of dudes slide, but we haven't seen a lot of dudes rise up this quickly over the course of just one season. It's just been a couple of months, especially when they don't go that far in the tournament, right? Like guys like Walter Clayton Jr. and Alex Condon and other dudes that went far in the tournament. You see that kind of being the typical people that you see rising up the draft boards more. Like this dude got knocked out first round, he's still rising up. He keeps going up. I think people are just like, oh, okay, this dude fits what we're looking for a lot of teams. So it's gonna be super interesting. I'm a big fan. I'm excited to see what he does in the league. And that's about it, y'all. So let me know what you think. If you have been watching a lot of Jeremiah Fears' games, I want to hear what you think about this guy. What do you think he can do at the NBA level? What team do you think should pick him? And where do you think he's going to go in the draft? You think he's going to be a top 5 pick? You think he's going to be a lottery pick? You think he's going to be a second-round pick? Let me know. Let me know what you think. I think at this point it's pretty unlikely that he falls out of the lottery, but we'll see what happens. There's always a guy in each draft that slips beyond where they should have slipped. So let me know what you think, man. I'm going to check you guys later. Stay up, stay humble, stay blessed, and stay safe. Handle business and stand on business. Peace out.